Hey guys, good morning, good morning, good
So you guys must have missed us. Yes and no. Some of you guys didn't miss because some of you guys were in the room with us all weekend, and it was nothing short of magical. And it was one of those things where you had to be there. We're gonna do our best to do our best to kind of take you on a journey as to some of the stuff we learned, but we're also going to be packaging the conference for sale during the 12 days of Christmas. So you may want to get your nickels together and hold your way on over to my 12 days of Christmas sale and grab some of the replays because it was amazing. When we said the social media and digital marketing conference of the year, we meant it. And if you haven't shared this broadcast, make sure you share this broadcast. And not only that, you have to realize too that there's so much more than just schematics that goes into social media. You can go learn social media, but there's a lot of emotions, there's a lot of courage, there's a lot of background stuff that goes into social media. But one thing I will tell you that we did learn. Good morning, Carolyn Hubert. I hope you enjoyed yourself this weekend on the virtuals. One thing we did learn beyond a shadow of a doubt is if you're not making money and building your list on social media, whatever else you're doing is minutia. Good morning, Avita. And so I'm definitely gonna be having some comments. Who said scratching and mixing? Is that you, Keith?
Is that I'm sorry, Coach. We can't. You make a song out of everything, Coach. I'm sorry. I apologize.
You all right? I just wanted to know who that was.
The DJ.
Carolyn Hubert Black said, "Thank you, ladies, for the great information. Super fantastic event. Absolutely. The energy in the room was crazy. It gave me one of the reasons I do it, like I told y'all, I do it to confirm I'm on the right track. I see you. Look at the camera. Come look at the camera. Just one time. I know. Love you. Bye.
Look at this.
Boy, you came out of the room, my little heart jump.
Look at that smile, y'all. She can't stop cheesing.
That's my boo bear.
That's so cute.
He got a meeting this morning, but he came out of the room looking good. Anytime you see him again, when he opened that door the other night, when I got in the shower, everybody I'm talking about, what's the smell?
None of your business.
Back down. Don't be worried about what this smell is. That's the smell that
mind your business. I thought you was about to get up out of that chair and start. Boy, everybody, the whole conference, the whole room shut down like, that smell. He just took over the whole room.
Mm-hmm.
That was so
Look,
fun.
Miss Carolyn said, good morning, Troy. Yeah, he was at the conference. Good morning, Chantel Chanel. So, guys, I'm a round robin. We're not going to give away too much now. We're not going to give away too much. But again, you had to be there. And guys, next time we say we having an event, you better move heaven and earth to get in the room.
Okay.
To get in the room, to make you some connections. One thing I wanted, like D Moore says, smell like folks in the whoop. I ain't fooling with D Morris. But one thing I wanted my mentees to learn was that just like everybody else is doing it, they can do it too. Yeah. And it's nothing stopping them from doing it. Come on now. So what did you learn, Jamie? What's your biggest aha?
My biggest aha was that I had to take the brakes off of God. My biggest pitfall was me, how I was thinking, what I told myself, what I was holding on to. That was my biggest aha. And so I'm starting to peel back all them brakes that I had on God all this time. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Notice I ain't said nothing about social media. I had to
Because
start.
that's it, Jamie. That's the piece that people miss, is that I could give you all of the strategy that I have available. But until you have the mindset to go use that strategy, almost like a mad woman, I want y'all to borderline look crazy next year. You know, I want you to be going live so much and hosting so many events. Good morning, Desiree. That people be like, I think they done lost their mind, but they haven't. They done found it. They got to find their wallet too. It's something about that madness. And that's, I even got a program I did what y'all call Marketing Madness. That Marketing Madness checklist. It's almost something about just, I'm finna go out there and do this like I'm crazy. That makes you just not even care what other people think. You gonna go get it done, because that time you spend talking to yourself in your head is a lot of time. Last night I shared with them, Keita, this country music song. It's called Don't Blink.
Oh, yeah.
And in the lyrics, he said they was interviewing this man that was 102. And they asked him, if you could tell us to do anything or share with us the key to life, what would you say? He said, I tell you, don't blink. He said, 1 minute you 6, you take a nap, you wake up, you're 25. You look around and you had, you know, you're the half of 100, laying in the bed with your wife, hoping that the Lord take you before he take her. And now before you know it, you're 100 years old, your kids got kids, and life is over.
Yeah.
Carolyn Hubert Black said, I go live 2 to 3 times a week. I learned I need to duplicate, coach, and go live 4 to 5 times every day. But let me tell you, Carolyn, the piece that you have to catch is that I don't just go live. I go live with a strategy. And increasing the number of times you go live without executing a strategy is futile. It's not going to increase your following. It's not going to increase your list. It's not going to increase your revenue. It's not going to increase your views. It's just going to be noise. And there's different types of noise. There's good noise, and then there's white noise. That's why you got to create a buzz, because the world is already noisy. And if you don't create a buzz, you just fade into the background. So you have to have a strategy. You got to be methodical. Verlene, what'd you learn?
Ooh, acting on the right strategy. Walking in the dominion in which God has already given us. And if I don't make a decision, I risk losing millions.
Yeah, you risk losing everything. That's like that man said, don't blink. We think we have time. And then you look up, a year gone, 2 years gone. And now you still think you got time. And you look up, 3 years gone, 4 years gone. And you like, man, I could have made so much money in that time that I spent in my head. Because in your head, you feel like you're moving fast. But it's them conversations you having with yourself that's eating your time alive. I thought you was Cujo in there making all that noise.
He is making all that noise. I don't make noise.
Tyler said it is him making all that noise. I'm in there, but I'm not making all that noise. I don't make noise. Chiquita, what was your takeaway?
You know what, Coach? I have that blinking story. That was my life. I blinked and woke up 5 years later, blinked and woke up another 5 years later, still in the same spot. And I tell my husband all the time, I want to leave before you because I wouldn't be able to make it with you because you do everything. So my mind is, I can't blink. I got to get everything done before my eyes close permanently, because if something happens to him, I got to be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, all the millionaires that came through during the conference were the same tools you've been giving us. And like Verlin said, it's the strategy. Somebody can give you the tool, but will they give you the strategy? Because there's people out there that think they got the right tools, but they're not monetizing them because they don't have the strategy. And that's where a coach comes in. And that's where going to conferences come in.
And I was very strategic as to who I put in the room, because everybody's strategy is not plug and play. Some strategies work for them, but don't necessarily work for you. But everybody y'all saw not only subscribes to the way I work, they have the same work ethic that I have, and they employ the same strategies that I have. And they are, what's the word? They have good moral fiber, right? So at the end of the day, you know, there's some people out there who are not really teaching everything. They're teaching the pieces and parts to make you buy more pieces and parts, to make you buy more pieces and parts. Because to be honest with you, after a year-long mentorship with me, you are good. You can stay for more strategy to get to the next level. But what I teach you in a year is more than some people can even teach you in 5. And so a lot of people are not doing it because they really don't know how to do it.
And then there's some coaches who teach you only enough so you won't surpass them.
True story.
They don't want you to make that money like that.
And that was one of the things I hope y'all realized in that room, is that you have the tools to supersede what I make, but you gotta have a grind too. You can't just have the tools. You gotta be using them as frequently as I use them.
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta spend that time in mastery. Are you reading the books? Are you investing the money? Are you spending the time to learn? It's all intertwined.
Yeah.
And it's all intertwined. Good morning, Cynthia. Good morning. Somebody said I gotta stop blinking, man. You know, I used to call my job, Keita, the land of the lotus flowers. Have you ever heard of the land of the lotus flowers in Greek mythology?
No.
In Greek mythology, the land of the lotus flower, I bet y'all be like, man, this Negro knows so much foolishness. I literally am a walking trivia, and I plays a lot of trivia, but it's called the land of the lotus flowers.
Mm-hmm.
And they even referred to it in, what's his name? Percy Jackson and the Lightning Bolt Thief. Have y'all ever seen that?
No.
Look it up. It's really good. It's a kid's movie, but it has a lot of Greek mythology references to it. Low key, Percy Jackson is a demigod. If you don't know what a demigod is somebody who one parent is a god and one parent is a human. So Percy Jackson's daddy was what's the water god?
Coach, only you know that stuff. You remember?
Y'all know who the water god is?
Aquaman. It's Aquaman.
No.
At least, look, I was about to say,
It's not Aquaman. You know, he's fine. He's fit. He played in the Game of Thrones. That's who it is. That's the guy there. Yeah.
Chanel told me, I can't remember though. I was about to say the king on Little Mermaid.
I can't, y'all, I'm need y'all to read some Greek mythology. Y'all done ran the name up out my head. Hold on.
You had a visual Aquaman. That's what happened.
Oh, please.
Aquaman, what the new Aquaman? Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, the new one. That's what I'm talking about.
new
The
one.
new one. The Game of Thrones Aquaman.
Yes, indeed.
Poseidon.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Poseidon.
Oh, Poseidon. Okay.
Poseidon, you know, Poseidon, Zeus was the god of the air.
Mhm.
Poseidon is the god of the water. And then they don't call him Satan. Lucifer
Lucifer.
was the god of the underworld.
Hmm.
Three brothers, all from, you know, another god. So Poseidon was his father. That was Percy Jackson's father. So anyway, in the movie, they go into this arcade and they keep feeding them these flowers. Well, as long as they feed you the flowers, time stops inside of the arcade. But the rest of the world, the time is still zipping by. That's the land of the lotus flowers. As long as you're there and you eat them flowers, time never moves.
Hmm.
Time never moves. It's when you get outside of it that you realize how much time you wasted. I didn't realize 16 years is a long, 16 years is almost a lifetime for my kids. That's the only job my kids remember me having. They went to daycare at that job. They dropped me off at that job. They picked me up at that job. My mom and my kids used to come by the job. That's a long time
With you.
to be stuck at a job. And if you're not careful, they'll get rid of you before you get rid of them. You heard Morgan Stanley laying off people so they ain't got to give them a bonus.
Ooh.
Who does that?
Yeah.
That's correct. I mean, jobs literally have no loyalty. They just getting rid of folks to get rid of folks. So yeah, that right there, don't blink. And so that's why I'm so aggressive, even in my goals. If I say I want to write a book, or if I say I want to do this, I want to do that, I have to buckle down and get it done, because you'll look up and it'll be 4 or 5 years from now, and you'll still be saying, I'm fin to get ready, about to get started.
True.
Cynthia say it's called at will for a reason. Yeah, they call it at will employment because they want to be able to let go of you at will.
At will.
But that's not the culture they create. They create a culture like they need you and we family and we'll never get rid of you and da da da. And you let's start making too much money. Ain't that a shame? With a job, you aspire to generate more money. You aspire to get bigger bonuses. But if your money gets too high and your bonus structure gets too high, you're going to be the first one they be looking to cut.
Yeah.
Forgetting about everything you did to get to that higher salary and that higher bonus structure. So I don't know. So the biggest, I'm going to tell you the biggest 3 things that were confirmation for me. Collaboration.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I get burnt out on collaboration because I feel like I always get the short end of the collaboration stick, right? But I still do it, and I will continue to do it because I know it's the right thing to do. What my mentees are going to have to do is be more courageous in their promotion and be more courageous making sure that they hold up their end of the collaboration stick, understanding that they're not going to get opportunities like this nowhere else. So we just got to be above board and say, look, if you're going to participate, you got to bring some people to the room. So collaboration, it is the right thing to do. Being excited about the fact that money is indeed everywhere and not letting my mentees and my clients make excuses about not getting it, because I don't care who you are, where you live, or what you have to offer. If you do the same things I do, you will bring in money. If you don't do the same things I do, then that is the reason. You know, if you only go live every now and then, if you're not offering people calls, if you're not doing webinars, you're not doing workshops, you're not doing telesummits, if you're not doing all of those things, then what's going to happen is you're not going to generate the revenue. So the strategy works. People just have to work the strategy. And then confirmation that I operate the right way every day, building my list and making money. I think today is the first day that y'all probably have in recent memory that I haven't offered a link.
I noticed that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that usually happens around the first 2 or 3 seconds within.
pretty much.
Yeah, we have
Okay.
3 or 4 by now.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
This is probably the first day y'all could remember that I wasn't offering 1 or 2 or even 3 links sometimes. It's because I'm in rest mode. But guess what? As soon as I get them 12 days of Christmas up and running, and that should be probably tomorrow if I'm gonna run the 12th through the 26th.
Yeah.
So yeah, I am excited about collaboration. I'm excited just about the ability to earn money. And the Bible talks about giving you the power to create wealth.
Yeah.
And to know that, you know, you were bestowed upon a power. You really don't have to keep calling God on the phone. Like Darius said, he probably tired of some of y'all. You really don't have to keep calling him on the phone, asking him for revenue. You don't. He said he gave you the ideas, you know, witty ideas and inventions. He said he gave you the power to create wealth. So really, why you calling him? Just call him and thank him, but leverage what he's already given you to generate revenue.
Okay, I found this on the web for Gate. And do you know William Ideas and Inventions? He gave the power to create a well. Check it out.
Oh, but how many Siri mind her business?
And if I was up here calling her name, she would act like she couldn't hear me.
How about I called her name? I was like, "Hey Siri," and then she'll say, I'm like, "Wait a minute, hold up, Siri. I don't need you to be that human nature for me. I like bring that down a little bit."
I think I must cuss her one day. She said that was not necessary.
Yeah, they humanizing these robots and computers. I'm like, stop it. She does too much, D. I was like, I'm listening.
Is Carolyn Hubert Black your client? She said that's her with her book.
Carolyn, have I talked to Carolyn? I don't think I talked to Carolyn. That's everybody, you know, everyone that has come to me is like, I've been working on this book. I've been meaning to publish this book. I've been fitting a coulda, woulda, shoulda, coulda.
That was me, Jamie. I mean, just being honest. And it's still me. I still got books over here just piled up. But that's one of the reasons I'm changing my model next year. I gotta have time to do more. So guys, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here this morning. Again, if you missed us at OneCon this weekend, you missed a doozy. But we're gonna package all of that. I think that'll be my bonus giveaway for the people that buy the 12 Days of Christmas bundle. And let me go and get that. Let me go and get that packaged up. Okay, guys, we will see you guys bright and early in the morning for the jump off. We headed toward 2020. Y'all better get ready.
Get ready, get ready.
All right, guys, have a great morning. I was waiting on you, Jamie.